This is what happens when lamb, aubergine and ridiculous amounts of flavour get locked in together.
Start off by getting 2 aubergines and slicing them straight through the middle. So you're going to roast these, and before you do, you're going to quickly score them.
This is one of those dishes that looks impressive, smells unreal and tastes even better the next day. Soft roasted aubergines soaked in all the juices of spiced lamb and pine nuts.
So brushing extra virgin olive oil all over the top. That's dewy, or done, as my youngest daughter would say. Season up with some salt, just like in the meme. Crack on some black pepper. Aubergines go into a preheated oven at 200 Celsius or 390 Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. So this recipe comes straight out of Yotam Ottolenghi's Jerusalem book. Now this recipe is tried and tested at home, and that's what this channel is all about. But basically the flaw in this recipe is there's not enough of the liquid. So everything that he says in here is doubled up. Start by finely dicing and chopping 2 onions. To that add a decent glug of olive oil. Throw in your onions. And like I always say, don't rush the onion cooking. It's really important. You're going to want to cook this for a good 8-10 minutes. You're only cheating yourself if you don't do this part properly. When your onions are looking browned, roughly like this, push them to one side. Crank up your heat a little bit. We'll pop the lamb in. And as always, we want it to cook, not steam. So don't overcrowd it. Aubergines have been cooking for 20 minutes. We're going to put them on the side and just let them cool down for a bit whilst we cook the lamb. Run your knife through a bunch of parsley, roughly chopped. Spice up your life part. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin, generous, 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika, not the spicy paprika, sweet paprika, generous teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of sugar, generous amount of pine nuts, the handful of parsley, about a tablespoon worth of tomato puree. I'm going to cook this for another 8 or 10 minutes. Already you can really smell the cinnamon. It's fantastic. That's our filling mixture pretty much done. So at this point you're going to say, hold on, I thought we already did that. It is going to seem a bit repetitious, but bear with me. We're going to do exactly the same spice mix as before, but this time into a jug. So a teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of cinnamon, teaspoon of sweet paprika, again sweet, not the spicy one, teaspoon of sugar, and a teaspoon of salt. Now here's where it differs. You're going to add some more ingredients. Teaspoon or 2 of tamarind paste, the juice of 1 lemon, add a cinnamon stick, and to that add some hot water, and you're going to want to fill it to about 300 ml. Give it all a mix and put to one side. So aubergines are cooked and cooled, lamb's cooked through, and we've got our spice liquid mixture. It's assembly time. You'll notice this pan I'm now using is smaller than the previous one I cooked it in. That's because the aubergines were too large for this pan before they were cooked. Now they're the right size. I want to compact them closely together because as we assemble them, putting 1 spoonful of lamb on top of the aubergine, and also we want to trap that liquid in that we've made. So take our liquid mixture that we've made, and we're not going to pour it on top of the meat, we're going to pour it down the sides. Then cover with 2 pieces of foil. You really want to trap as much of that moisture in as possible.
I'm a busy dad of 2 girls and I do most of the cooking at home. It's always been my way of switching off. If this video helped or inspired you, please show some love and hit the like button. And if you want to subscribe, I post videos once a week.
And our flavour bomb is now ready for the oven. So our aubergine is ready to go. We're going to pop it into a preheated oven at 170 Celsius or 340 Fahrenheit for 1.5 hours. Trust me when I say every one of those minutes is worth the flavour.
Serve it up with rice, yogurt, flatbreads. Let me know in the comments how you get on, and I'll see you on the next one.